be placed on? Priority. What's your first priority and your second priority?
Well, they would align with my priorities. I want to balance the budget, get this behind us, put in an austere budget for at least one more term so that with a slightly improving economy that could maybe accelerate, we start generating net revenues that can go toward long-term problems. So the first committee I would be on is the budget committee. The second one would be the water supply issue. We need to start funding the water supply. I'm an engineer. I work for an engineering firm. We have the solutions and we know where the obstacles are. I would like to contribute my expertise toward pushing water supply solutions.
Thank you. Mr. Leach?
I'm going to give you two. Either one would be acceptable. I'd love to be on either appropriations or calendars. These are the two committees that, if you're looking at two committees, I know that's a little bold for a freshman to want to be on the two committees. But hey, why not? Appropriations or calendars, because these are the committees that establish the priorities for the state. And when we're going to be faced with at least a $10 billion budget shortfall in next January. And if you've heard anything today, you've heard that we're facing a lot of tough issues. Education, water, transportation, and out of all the other candidates in the race, I believe that not only am I the most conservative, but I believe that I've got the courage and the strength and fortitude to go into a committee like appropriations or calendars and say, look, let's go back to the state constitution, realize what our budget, our priorities are, and actually have the courage to say we're going to cut back in other areas to establish and refocus on those priorities. So I realize it's a little bold, but why not?
As a doctor, I'd like to be on human services, particularly funding and accountability over programs like Medicaid, Medicare. These are where we are losing tremendous amounts of money. It costs us tremendous amounts of money because of a lot of federal mandates. We need to go back and look and see if we can't get some congressional support to give us more control over Medicaid and Medicare programs.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll go over these real quick, and you can laugh again because the calendars is the most important committee in my mind down in Austin. Anything to do with the economy, so that I can work to try to help the economy get better. Education, the way that we have screwed up the funding for education is unforgivable. And also, as a veteran, anything on veterans affairs or anything that deals with the veterans. But I got to take just a second to say I'm reminded by Mr. Leach's bold statement a little bit of Obama when he was in El Paso, and he says, you guys need to put an alligator down here to protect this border. You know, those are brave words from a guy that lives behind a 12-foot fence. And Mr. Leach, I think that with your limited experience, I think that's a bold statement, if not false.
Okay. We will, we're going to conclude today with this